Got some breaking news from Washington State, and it's not good. The state Supreme Court has just upheld a law banning the sale and distribution of magazines holding more than 10 rounds of ammunition. And in the decision that they put out, some of the things they say is crazy, so stay tuned and listen. But this has some far-reaching implications, and the court ruled that these so-called large-capacity magazines are not protected under the Second Amendment. Yeah, you read the thumbnail, you saw it right, it's not clickbait. This ruling raises critical questions about the future of gun rights in America, especially with the Supreme Court not acting yet, ... But are we witnessing a shift in how courts interpret the Second Amendment? I hope not. And what does this mean for law-abiding gun owners, especially if you're in Washington? Well, stay tuned. We're going to delve into the details of this landmark decision, although be it a bad one. Now, before we dive deeper into this, a quick thank you to the sponsor, Blackout Coffee. For those who value freedom and a great cup of coffee, Blackout Coffee delivers both. Our premium instant coffee is perfect for those on the go. I got some right here because I've been traveling a lot lately, so I've been bringing these everywhere. Individual packets. All you need is hot water. You can have the best coffee anywhere at any time. Made from 100% Arabica beans, it offers rich taste of freshly brewed coffee without the wait. And here's a special treat. In honor of Mother's Day, everything, excluding subscriptions, is 20% off. Use coupon code MOM20 at checkout at blackoutcoffee.com/GNG. Support a company that stands for American values and makes the best coffee, period. The link's down below. Appreciate y'all. All right, let's break down what the Washington Supreme Court decided today. In the case of State versus Gators custom guns, the court examined the constitutionality of engrossed Senate Bill 5078, which prohibits the manufacture, distribution, importation, and sale of firearm magazines capable of holding more than 10 rounds. Now, the court concluded that these large capacity magazines are not arms protected by either the Washington State Constitution or the Second Amendment of the United States Constitution. They stated, large capacity magazines are not arms within the meaning of either the constitutional provision nor the right to purchase large capacity magazines, an ancillary right necessary to the realization of the core right to possess a firearm in self-defense. Translation, liberal, ass clown, judge translation. Y'all can put 10-round magazines in those guns and still be able to defend yourself, so we think that that's perfect because we get to make that decision. No, you don't. And they don't have that accent in Washington State. But this interpretation suggests a narrowing of what is considered protected under the right to bear arms. Focusing on the types of equipment deemed essential to self-defense is a different move. Have these judges read the Heller decision? Anything that is in common use, and you need the magazines to make the guns operate, and most every gun that's out there, except for in these bitch-ass states, they are in standard capacity form, and there's lawsuits in these states challenging that, and there's federal lawsuits that could change that as well. This decision sets a precedent that could influence other states and courts. By distinguishing between a firearm and their accessories, the court opens the door for further regulations on items like magazines, potentially without infringing on a constitutional right to bear arms in their mind. However, this raises concerns among us, gun owners and gun advocates. If magazines can be regulated in this manner, what's next? We've already seen how some places want to put background checks on barrels. Could this lead to more restrictions on other firearm components and accessories? Yeah, if this is let to run wild, it absolutely will. Now, it's worth noting that not all of the justices agreed with the decision. It was a 7-2 decision. In her dissent, Justice Cheryl Gordon McLeod, she argued that, and these are her words, not mine, quote, millions of law-abiding Americans have chosen to use semi-automatic weapons and high-capacity magazines for self-defense. So it necessarily follows that the Second Amendment protects the arms-bearing conduct at issue here. Now, this highlights an ongoing debate about what constitutes arms and the extent of the Second Amendment protections for them. to wrap up here, the Washington State Supreme Court's decision marks a significant moment in the ongoing conversation about guns right now in America and gun rights. It's essential to stay engaged and informed as these discussions evolve, guys and gals. We shall see what the next step is here specifically for this issue here in Washington, but the Supreme Court of the United States is sitting on an assault weapon ban and a magazine restriction ban case right now, actually 2 cases, that could push the court to take up the Snope and Ocean State tactical cases. This decision today could help get us over that finish line. The Supreme Court, I think it's 9, or it could be 10 now. I think it's 9 or 10 times that they have had these cases before them for conference, which is when all the justices vote if we're going to take this up or not, or we're going to punt it down another week and see if we have more information then. And 9 or 10 times they've punted it to the following week. And that's not necessarily bad because Ocean State Tactical is not a final judgment case. It's up there on an interlocutory basis. So I think that we might see these 2 cases joined and addressed that way. But either way, I will keep you up to date as that could change at any moment. So you're going to want to stay tuned. Don't forget to check out Blackout Coffee's premium instant coffee and save yourself a ton of money with Mom20, which is 20% off for Mother's Day, excluding subscriptions. Now, supporting a company that aligns with our values is great, especially, and I know as one of the owners of Blackout Coffee, and I talk to many, many business owners every single day, the small businesses in this country are feeling a huge pinch right now that we had nothing to do with. It was not our decision to bring it upon us. But I was talking with somebody yesterday and told me that in his business, where he does shipping, many small businesses have already gone out of business because of this tariff game that the country's playing right now. And while I hope it's going to be great in the long run, and I want world trade to be fixed, there's a lot of people who are losing their livelihood over this right now. And hey, at Blackout, we're feeling the pinch too. So support those that support you. We would greatly appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay informed, stay engaged, stay free, stay ready. Train yourselves, train your mind, train your body, train with your tools. See you on the next one, guys and gals. I appreciate y'all. God bless America. Take care.